G'day peoples, Dubster here back with another video. Thank you for tuning in. This is a video I like to call, What You Building? I haven't done that for a long time. Now if you're not familiar with this type of video, it's simply a video to help catch up with you guys. So I get to talk a little bit about what's been happening in my life and what's going on in my Lego life, and it also sparks a conversation in the comments with you about what's up in your life and what have you been building. So let's get right into it. So you can see here I've got quite an assortment of sets that I have been building, and while a couple of sets were built maybe a month or two ago, most of it is very recent. So what sparked all this rapid building here? Well, I've got to blame my boy. So Mini Dub decided he had a bit of an itch to do some building. So my missus was away, and in that time, he decided, let's do some building, Dad. So we got cracking into a few sets here. So we built the Batman Bat Cave. He built this mobile Batmobile, Bat Truck. And what else did we do? Oh, of course, in building all that, he come up with the idea. He said we should do a Father's Day build. So we built the 2 Speed Champion vehicles. So we did a video on that. So if you want to check that out. But yeah, so we did a bit of building, and then while I was doing that, because when we decide, what sets are we going to build, we're looking through, the backlog of sets. And he spotted all the DC stuff. So that's what got us starting on some of the DC. And then when I realized, I haven't got that much left to build, I should make an effort of building all of my DC stuff, fixing up all my shelves and getting it all sorted out. And then I can do a DC Lego update. So a collection update. So that's going to be coming very shortly. I thought I might just talk a little bit about what's actually been happening in my life. So and if we tie that to Lego, I haven't been doing a lot of set building because I've been working on a MOC, and I've talked about this a number of times, so I'm not going to go on too long about it, but I am building a Black Pearl MOC. I thought in between I'm going to start on the new castle, the 90th anniversary castle. And when I did that last haul, and if you haven't seen that haul, I'll put a card up, please go and check that out. That was a doozy of a haul. And I said in that video that the next thing I'll be building would be the castle, and I actually made a start on the castle. It's down on the corner there, 3 bags down, and then all this DC stuff happened. I thought I really should put that aside and focus on this DC stuff, so I can get that video out. I can get a bit of content out for you guys. So so that's on hold at the moment. It's really doing my head in because I just want to build it. I think if I have an hour or two, I'm just going to be tinkering around on that castle from this point on. So other things outside of Lego, of course, as I always say, I'm on a property. I've always got lots to do. But my wife went away. She went on an adventure. She went on a horse ride. It was supposed to be a 10-day horse ride north of the Daintree, up in the tip of Australia, heading up the Cape. And a couple of days in, they actually had a downpour of rain, and they got flooded in from where they were. And if you know anything about the north of Australia, it is rugged country in the rainforest, in the mud. And rain, mud, rainforest, not a good combination. And they got stuck, and they've been isolated, sleeping in mud and wet and dirt, and oh man, it has been an absolute nightmare for them. And it took them a week to get out of where they were to be able to get to somewhere where we could go in and rescue them and get them out. So it took a whole weekend. Mini Dub and I went on a rescue mission. We had to go and pick up our horse float, which was in another location, and then head all the way up the Cape. And it was 1,000 Ks for us to go up and get them. So they're all home now, safe and sound. But yeah, that was a whole weekend that just got taken out of the weekend rotation of building and working and all that stuff that you got to keep up with. So yeah, so that was something that was unexpected, but yeah, we were very happy to be able to go up and help them out and get them dry. You know, they're all bruised and battered, that's for sure. So everyone is recovering, but they're all well and all safe. So that's great, great news. So Lego. Let's get on with what we've been building here. So I'm just going to briefly go through what this is, what the sets are, pick out a few little highlights, and yeah, so we can get through it pretty quickly. So I think we'll go back to probably where I started, and this was going back a few months ago, where I just said, look, you know, I've had so much going on in life and work and everything. I want to build some Star Wars. So I went and dug out an old Star Wars set, and I grabbed this 2013 ATT. Just let me check on my notes here that it was a 2013. Yes, 2013. It is from, it's 5 minifigures. It is set 75019. Has 794 pieces. ATT. You can't go wrong, can you? It's very, very cool. I was very interested when I opened the set up to see that there was quite a lot of discoloration in the Lego part. So brand new set, never seen the light of day, but there has been quite a bit of discoloration between the Lego parts, and I'll be zooming in here so you can have a look. And yeah, quite a number of the parts there are very different in the grayscale. So yeah, so that was an interesting one. Of course, we got some very, very cool minifigures. So yeah, so that sort of scratched an itch for a little bit of Star Wars building. And if you're wondering, when I said I've been selling some sets to fund a lot of this recent buying that I've been doing, yeah, I've been selling some of the old, I had a lot of older Ninjago stuff, so I sold that off. I had some excess Star Wars and some superhero sets. Like I had an old Arkham Asylum, those are the 2012, something like that, Arkham Asylum. I sold that. I had a helicarrier. What else did I have? Crikey, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. The original helmet sets they were doing, I sold I bought the original 3. I've still got the Boba Fett one because it's still available, so I'll wait till it retires. But yeah, the Stormtrooper and the TIE Pilot helmet, I sold them off because I've decided I'm not collecting the helmet, so I sold those. I sold a 2013 King's Castle set, and would you believe it, for what I sold that for, I was able to buy the new castle. So yeah, wacky do, eh? I was pretty thrilled with that. I've already mentioned the 2 Speed Champions vehicles. Like I said, we did a video, Mini Dub and I, we did a build and review. What can I say other than 2 fantastic sets? Definitely recommend them. I had gone away from Speed Champions for quite a number of years now. I love Speed Champions, but as you know, you have to focus your collecting because it's just too bloody expensive to collect everything. But they drew me back in with a James Bond DB5. I mean, that's going to pull me in every time. And of course, I had to get the Fast and Furious Dom's Charger as well, 1970 Charger, because it's a muscle car. So, you know, love muscle cars. I had to get that. So, as I said in the video I did with those, I really hope this continues and we see some great vehicles. I saw someone say, Herbie, I mean, how good would it get Herbie? I mentioned Kit. You know, let's get Kit from Knight Rider. Put it in the comments. What would you like to see them do with the Speed Champion sets? Let's move to the set that Mini Dub and I built together. So Mini Dub, Jack, my son, we built this together. When I first saw this set, I kind of felt like there wasn't much to it. But when we did build it, it was better than what I had expected. I think I had pretty low expectations for it, which is definitely a bonus when you go in and you've got low expectations. It's sometimes it's not hard to beat that, is it? So yeah, so really enjoyed this build. And of course, building with your son, you're always going to enjoy that a lot more, aren't you? So yeah, we had a lot of fun with it. The Batman Batmobile, love it, absolutely love it. And again, when I originally saw it, I did not like it. When I saw images, when they were talking about the movie and we got our first images, I did not like the look of the new Batmobile. And I'm thinking back now, I'm thinking, God, I was an idiot, eh? How could I not like it? It's a different take on a Batmobile. It's more like a muscle car, which I love. So why wouldn't I have liked it? So yeah, so I've got to eat my own words, Egg, because I think it's a great set. It's a great scene in the movie. I mean, I loved the movie. I thought it was great, but that scene in particular was absolutely fantastic. And I think that's a movie that is going to be complemented by the next movie. I think his aim is to do a trilogy. I think a lot of people that thought, wasn't bad or was okay, I think we're going to have a much better appreciation for this first movie when the next one comes out. So I think it's really done a great job of setting up a world for the next movie. So yeah, really keen for that. And something I heard that was very interesting to me with the Batmobile and that scene, that Matt Reeves actually was inspired to do that scene. He got a lot of inspiration from the movie Christine, which not something I sort of picked up at the time, but now knowing that, going back, I can definitely see where he got some of his inspiration from. And the Stephen King movie Christine, the John Carpenter movie, that is my favorite John Carpenter movie behind Big Trouble in Little China. So yeah, so that when I heard that, I was pretty thrilled about that, because I've always been a big fan of the Christine movie. Yeah, so let's keep rolling on from there. And since we're in the Batman universe, let's stay there. Let's go up the front, because that's another pretty old set. So it is 76112, the app control Batmobile from 2018. So that's going back a number of years now. Very cool Batman minifigure in that one. Love it. That's some awesome printing on there. And why I think I'm just going to keep jumping around a little bit, because right next to that is some Star Wars. So we got Obi-Wan's Starfighter. So yeah, again, very cool build. I didn't add all the stickers to it. I did put some of the stickers on. Yeah, because it's a little bit bland without it, but I did leave some off. Very cool build. Quite a different build technique to some of the others we've had in the past. But yeah, I think they've done a really good job of capturing the shape and angles in this build to maybe some of the others in the past as well. So great minifigs again. We got a fantastic Obi-Wan Kenobi. And after all this time, we finally get a Torn Wii, which is just awesome to finally have a Lego representation. And of course, that's a set from this year, 75333, 282 pieces. And staying on this side of the table, over on the front here, I've got the Wonder Woman versus Cheetah set. So another great build. I really enjoyed that build. And awesome minifigures. I really picked it up for the minifigures, and the build, I really do like it. I love these printed pieces that we get for the dish. I think that's a fantastic addition. I'd like to see what people have come up with for those pieces. What sort of builds and MOCs have they incorporated those pieces into? But yeah, a great set for a not so great movie. I didn't really like that movie too much at all. It probably was a whole lot better than the recent movie I saw, the Thor Love and Thunder. Absolute garbage. Couldn't stand that movie. Really lost their way, Marvel. Certainly helps with not collecting Marvel Lego anymore when the movies aren't very good either. My own personal opinion, of course. So let's come back this way now to some more DC stuff. I was at a stage where I knew I had to start cutting back on certain themes, and Marvel was one of them. And for a brief moment, I contemplated what I was going to do with DC moving forward. And a lot of these sets here, I think they're from around 2019, and they really didn't grab my fancy a whole lot. And yeah, I was teetering on the edge of whether I should continue with collecting the Batman and the DC stuff. So at that point in time, I gave myself a firm slap across the face and said, "Wake up yourself up!" and continue collecting them, because yeah, I just have to. It's Batman. I love it. Gotta collect it. I loved watching Minidub put this truck together. So let's talk about this one. This is the mobile bat base from 2020. 6 minifigs. Awesome minifigs lined up here. Just absolutely outstanding looking minifigures. 743 pieces. But this just embodies Lego fun. I mean, you've got motorbikes that come out of the back. You've got a skate pod here you can take off with. It has a little four-wheeler that comes out the back. You've got a little jet ski that shoots out the front of the truck. I mean, it is just a whole lot of fun. And of course, you can open up to get inside your mobile bat base there. So, I mean, it just oozes Lego playability and fun, and that's what drew us in as kids, isn't it? And this is a set to do that for kids. I mean, I tell you what, I would have loved this as a kid and playing with this, and so has Minidub. He's had a great time with it. Let's just talk about this small set here. Again, just a small set. Great to get some awesome minifigures. The Mr. Freeze, these new Mr. Freeze, they're very cool. And to get Robin as well. So this set here, what's this one? This is Mr. Freeze Bat Cycle Battle from 2019. 3 minifigures, 200 pieces. Now, let's talk about this. You know I'm not a fan of mechs. And, you know, it's not bad. It's not too bad for a mech, I've got to say. But again, I'm not a big fan of mechs. But I really wanted to get this set for the minifigures here. And again, very cool. I love this little build we get for Poison Ivy. I mean, that just looks fantastic. Not the best set, but there's elements to it that I really like. So this set is 76117 Batman mech versus Poison Ivy mech from 2019. 4 minifigures, and of course we do get a Firefly as well. So yeah, just awesome minifigures, especially in that set. Again, I'm going to say when I first saw this Batcave, I wasn't too impressed. And then, of course, I mean, with Lego, they seem to be getting, some of these sets seem to be getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And then, so this is the latest Batcave, which is a lot smaller than this Batcave. And I have to say, that is one of the things I was quite impressed with. There is quite a lot to it. Of course, we have the regular play features with it, with Bruce Wayne changing to Batman as he goes down the elevator to the Batcave. But yeah, there's just a lot of little bits and pieces here that you can really appreciate. And the little build, the little 6-wheeler here, little armored vehicle, super cool. But yeah, just a good chunky little build. I quite enjoyed that. And I have to say, I just really enjoyed the build of this Batcave. So whether it was just nostalgic to some of the other Batcaves over the years, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I definitely was too harsh on this set when I originally saw it to what it is. I think it's quite substantial. Yeah, lots of cool minifigures. So this is Batcave Clayface Invasion 2019, 6 minifigures, 1,038 pieces, and the Clayface itself, I love that too. I mean, it's just quite unique, isn't it? I really do like that as well. And what I really like about this is you can incorporate the Batwing from the same year that this was this Riddler's versus the Batwing, something like that, I believe it was. But this is a very nice little compact Batwing. Quite enjoy this one, and you can actually mount it in the Batcave like that. And I just love when they merge sets together like this. But yeah, so that's it. So that's what's been going on. Probably rattled on too long. I want to try and get this out in a short time frame as possible, as in length of video, but it never happens for me. I always rattle on too much. But I definitely want to hear from you guys. I would love to know what you're building. Tell me a little bit what's going on in your life. I hope all is well. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, please let me know. Let us all know. Everyone jump in the comments and let's have a bit of a chat. Let me know what's going on here. What's your pick? What's your favorite here? What do you like? What do you hate? Yeah, it's all good. What you've been building? What's your favorite thing? What's on your Lego table that you're loving? So put it in the comments. Let's have a chat. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to see more. I cannot wait to share the Black Pearl MOC with you. I have spent so much time on it. It is probably the MOC I've spent the most time on in my life as one single build. Yeah, I've just been tinkering new techniques. Yeah, I'll go across it in the video, but yeah, I can't wait to share that with you guys. But yeah, that's it for this video. Again, I hope you did enjoy it. And I hope you're having a great day. Have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.